the game show where we match the type of memory to the action or event for which it is most needed. Let me introduce our memories. First up, we have sensory memory.
Yeah.
Working memory. And last but not least, long-term memory. Now for our first contestant. She's a junior volleyball star from Centerville High School, Miss Jenna Collins. For this scenario, we are going to see what the memories can do for Jenna here during an intense volleyball game. Sensory memory, we're going to start with you.
Well, Jenna, I help you feel the evenness of the floor and the hardness of the ball. I help you see where your coach tells you to serve the ball and also what your other players are doing, and I help you to hear the whistle when it's blown.
Thank you, sensory memory. Working memory?
Hey Jenna, I help you figure out where the ball's coming from and what to do when you get it. Hit it or tip it. I am what you need in the heat of the moment.
Awesome working memory. It's your turn, long-term memory. What do you do for me?
Well, Jenna, I happen to help you remember all the plays that you've gone over. I help you remember all the rules of the game. Basically, I just help you remember everything you've learned in the past.
Wow, you all do so much for me. I really need all of you. This is going to be a tough decision.
And while Jenna thinks about this backstage, let's bring out our second contestant, Mr. Christopher Hogan. Mr. Hogan is a residential community director for Rice State University. Woo!
Yeah!
Okay, memories, we're going to need you to tell us how you helped Christopher during his job as a community director.
Hey Chris, for your job, I help you remember and decide whether to call an ambulance, the police, or for backup if you need it. I help you make those split-second decisions.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Sensory memory, can you do better?
Yeah, Chris, I got this. I help you hear disturbances and quiet hour violations. I also help you smell the illegal stuff. I am basically what you need when you hear trouble.
Ooh, this is getting juicy. Long-term memory, in the words of Mike's girlfriend, Jenna Jackson. What have you done for me lately?
My dear friend Chris, here comes the smolder. By the way, I help you remember all those residents' names who are good people, bad people, just all of them. I help you figure out which campus policies are around and what procedures to do in emergency situations and anything, basically.
Well, Hoover down. This is a tough decision. I don't know what Jenna's going through.
Well, Chris, while you're thinking about it backstage, we'll go to our next contestant. Cassie is 7 years old and a student at Kitty Hawk Elementary School.
Hi, all.
Yeah!
Okay, memories, we're going to be asking you what you do for Cassie while she goes to the zoo this weekend. Sensory memory, you're up.
Hi, Cassie. I help you see the giraffe's long neck, hear the lion's loud roar, smell the stinky monkeys, and taste the delicious ice cream.
Cool beans. What about you, long-term memory?
Well, I actually help you remember that you want to eat ice cream slowly, and I help you remember what lions eat and where giraffes come from.
Well, I guess that's good. What about you, working memory?
Well, I help you remember that the lion's roar is really scary and that monkeys smell bad because of their poop. I also help you remember that that ice cream you're eating, you have to eat slow because it will hurt your head.
I think that's an easy one for me.
Well, since you feel like you're ready to make your decision, I'm sure Chris and Jenna are as well. Let's bring them back out. Okay, Jenna, we're going to start with you. What memory do you need most during your volleyball games?
Well, I use all of these memories a lot, but I can only pick one. I choose working memory because of the stress and the fast pace of the game. I need to be on my toes. Yippee!
Okay, now Chris, what about you?
Well, I spent some time backstage and it was a really difficult decision to figure this one out. Well, considering the number of residents I have to remember, I think I'm really dependent on long-term memory. Bring her here.
Do you two need a room? Okay, Cassie, which memory did you pick?
Oh, it's definitely sensory memory. I'm 7 years old. So I don't care where giraffes are from, and I don't want to be afraid of lions. I just want to look at everything.
Yay! Be sure to join us next week when our contestants will include a wrestler, a librarian, and a chihuahua. Bye-bye now.
Cognitive connection. Cognitive connection.
Well, you do it for me.
You're tense.
I feel like the child. No, no, no.
Not today.
Not today.
Action.
Oh yeah!
Okay.
That's great sensory memory. No, just kidding.
You're not helping.
I'm recording.
I know.
Cassie! Cassie! Cassie, you're supposed to be 7.
Ah!
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
I'm your host, Morgan the Rising Star Lloyd.
Harlem.